Hillary here with Hilly Soaps, and I am back for part 2 of the sea salt shampoo bar making. And what I have here is the kaolin clay mixed into my liquid portion, and here in my lye solution I just added the raw sugar, and I didn't add the sea salt this time because of course this is sea salt shampoo bar. Here I mixed lavender and rosemary essential oil together, and as you know from the first part, let me just move this over a little bit. From the first part, I made the lavender and green rosemary and lavender crumbles here. So that's ready to go. And I'm going to be using a 2-pound mold, as well as these rose molds, and they come out pretty nice. And I'm going to leave this batter without any color, so it's just going to be natural color. And the second portion, I got this recipe from Holly at Missouri River Soaps, and I think this recipe is really good. I've yet to use it alone, but so far mixing the two, my recipe and her recipe together, it works really well to combat dandruff, and I absolutely love it. I can't live without it. So let me get to mixing the batter. Pouring my lye down the stick. And once this starts to emulsify, I'm going to add the crumbles into it. Coming to trace. And I'm also going to add 16 ounces of sea salt. Hope you guys can see that. Oh, actually, before I do that, sorry, I'm going to add my essential oil mix. I don't want to mix too much because I don't want it to thicken too fast here. Okay, so I'm just going to stir it. So I'm going to actually pour the crumbles in here first. I've been really busy making a lot of different products for the farmer's market that I'm going to every Saturday. And so far it's been pretty good. I like the area. It's beautiful there. It's a big 127 acre farm, and all the vendors are really great. The customers are amazing, and I'm really having a blast. You know, this is my first year actually doing a farmer's market. I've done craft shows before, but I do prefer so far farmer's market sales better, just because, you know, I can make a consistent products, because I have to go every week, and on top of that I build clientele, on a regular basis, so that gives me a chance to also advertise my website. But yeah, it's a beautiful farm. If you're anywhere close to Rhode Island, or if you live in Rhode Island, I suggest you go and check it out. I mean, they have vegetables there, and it's the vegetable is amazing. And there's also a seafood vendor, as well as yogurt and cheese, and it's also someone that sells, I'm just pouring that all in, someone that sells herbs and perennials, and really, really nice. I wish I had known about farmers markets sooner, but hey, better late than never, right? So here's that mixture going in. This is, once you have all the crumbles and everything made, it's pretty simple to make. And sea salt is, I think, really has great skin properties, because it combats a lot of different kinds of skin issues. And let me just move that around and stir it a bit. Kind of looks like a big mess, but once it's all together and in the mold and everything, and once you cut it and unmold it, it's really pretty. I like the speckle look. Okay, I think it's all mixed, and I'm just going to pour it right now. And also, once this, I guess, gets inside the mold, it does have to be molded sooner than later, because sometimes if it's just, it gets too hard. Salt bars get really hard quickly, so it's good to cut it before the 24 hours. I would recommend at least like maybe 10 to 12 hours, maybe 14, somewhere around there, but or else it's really difficult to cut. Okay, just in case the video cut out on me earlier, what I was saying was it's good to mold the soaps, like if you do it in a loaf mold, to mold it sooner than you would other regular soaps, because it has a tendency to harden faster. So if you're gonna cut the mold, I would suggest, do getting it out of the mold maybe like in 10 to 14 hours. Oops. the weather's been really pretty and beautiful lately. I guess I should say, all the flowers are in bloom, the birds are chirping. It's been in the 70s and 80s, so really happy about that. But unfortunately, I will not be able to grow anything in my garden this year because I just can't seem to find the time. I didn't realize how much time is invested in doing farmers market every week. So, but I guess once I get the hang of everything, I should be not as busy. My son is going to be graduating June 15th from high school, and he's going to URI, and I think he's going to be majoring in business or maybe engineering. Not sure, but either way it goes, I'm happy that he got in, and he's getting full scholarship, so that's always a bonus. And my little 4th grader, Nicole, she's also graduating from elementary school. She's like, oh gosh, 4th grade, going to 5th grade at middle school. So yeah, and she's tiny little thing. She doesn't even weigh 60 pounds. I think she's about her height is like, I don't know, 4 or 5. And I can't see her in middle school yet. You know, so I'm like, oh gosh, you know, my husband's like, I think we should tell them to keep you back 1 more year. So that would be nice. I'm like, you guys are always going to be my little babies forever. So yeah, I'm just not really wanting, you know, I'm not ready for my kids to completely grow up yet. I feel like time goes by so fast, and you know, and I guess I don't know, sometimes I think about like when all my kids are out of the house, because I have 4 kids, and once they're all out of my house, I'm like, what am I gonna do? You know, it's like, what do they call it? Empty nest syndrome. So I guess I'll have to find something to do, right? And I'm sure I'm gonna have more time to soap and, you know, all that good stuff that I love to do. But I molded the sea salt bar loaf about 14 hours after making them, and I noticed that it was still a little bit soft, and I think it has something to do with the hot temperature and the weather with the humidity, that it remains softer than normal. So I'll let it sit another day so it can get a little bit harder and the moisture will be a little bit more absorbed, and it's, you know, now I can cut it. So I think it might leave a little bit of a drag mark, but it kind of cuts hard. So I don't know if you can see that, but let me see, checking my camera. You can see the speckles of the darker purple and the green in there, and it's really pretty. And the hardness of the soap is to be expected. And I am going to lose a little bit of, you know, the soap here and there because they're crumbly, but majority of it still stays intact. Trying to cut a little bit slowly so I don't ruin the wire. The color isn't as vibrant in the camera, but in real life it's really nice. You know, it kind of has a marbly kind of texture to it. Almost like a granite top. And just, if it gets too crumbly, just, you know, press it in a little bit and they all will stick together because it's still kind of wet and moist. So I'm going to cut one more loaf, one more bar, and show you the other ones that I molded. I can feel the grainy sea salt as I'm cutting the bars. Okay, and let me set that aside and show you the other soaps. This is just a few of them. It's a pretty thick size. I think this gives me for each bar about a little over 5 ounces, maybe 5 ounces and 5 ounces point 15. So those came out nice. And let me show you the rose shape. I don't know how this is going to come out, but I hope it still keeps its shape. It's pretty easy to pop out. Oh yay. There, that's pretty. And this size is pretty hefty too. I think it's a little under 5 pounds. I'm sorry, 5 ounces, not 5 pounds. But it maintained the shape, so that's pretty. And I'll let this sit for about 5 to 6 weeks, maybe even a little bit longer. But yeah, they come right out of the mold. Okay, so I hope you like the making of the 2 parts of the sea salt shampoo bar, and thank you for joining me. And if you like the content of this video, anything you'd like to share, please subscribe, like, and leave a comment. Thank you. Until next time, soap on.